When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Mississippi State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Tulane's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he...
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
He's got him. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
With the catch, it's Stokes. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Wide open spaces. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
Quick release on the RPO. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Turning it on. The 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
The ricochet off the left upright and through. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through... What? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Stoneburner. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Tulane. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Stoneburner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Extending the play. Looking to get it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. That's caught. It's Ward. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. He makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Brings up Second down.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he makes the catch. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On fourth down, going to the air. Gonna let it fly. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10 coming up. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. He's inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Now the toss. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Stokes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yard.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Calls his own number. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Touchdown, Greenway! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here's a heat. Got it in stride at the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
To the wideout. And he's tackled at the 41.
Tulane right back to the line.
For the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds a man all alone. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
By the receiver. Gain of 23 on the play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
For the offense.
Offense in an empty set.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, what a move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He's dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. Breaks the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ward. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know.
Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Makes the grab. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.